The rain has gone and the sun is shining. Ireland versus India on a Sunday afternoon. Well, a momentous occasion on Friday saw Ireland take down India for the first time ever. Bobby Rao, former Ireland and India leg spinner from Hyderabad, will have the pleasure of ringing the 5-minute bell, the Roy Torrens bell. Wonderful cricketer Bobby Rao to win a series against the world champions. They are unchanged. They'll want a little bit more out of the top three. Tector Adair and Harry Tector, who's went early in the first game. Tucker's been outstanding. The middle order is strong. Two debutants for Ireland were excellent, and the big plus point, Matthew Humphries is okay after getting 6 stitches in his left hand. India, though, they've got some changes deep.
Yeah, a couple of debutants. Big and Prince Yadav. It's been a breakout year for both these guys in domestic cricket in the IPL. Suryansh plays for Punjab in the IPL, but plays in first-class cricket for Mumbai. He's an all-rounder, seam bowling all-rounder, something we haven't really seen of late. A lot of them coming through the ranks. And then Prince Yadav plays first-class cricket for Delhi, and the IPL plays for LSG. And both of them been mighty impressive in this season. Yeah, and those couple of changes, apart from that, it looks like a really good side. Again, a very strong batting order as well. Depth is there, but it's something to watch out for. I mean, both Prince Yadav and especially Suryansh Shedge.
Yeah, really looking forward to seeing Shedge. Strikes at 163 in the IPL, which is outstanding. Playing for Ricky Ponting and of course Shreyas Iyer, Punjab Kings. So captain will know plenty about his debutant. Prince Yadav is one of the most exciting players to come through the IPL in the last couple of seasons. Was a net bowler a couple of years ago, and now shone, especially that wicket of Virat Kohli in the IPL.
That was an absolutely brilliant delivery. Talk about Prince. He's grown up playing a lot of tennis ball cricket. In fact, only recently started playing with the proper leather ball. So yeah, that's the reason we'll see his action. Yeah, Tim Tector, a good strike rate, very healthy strike rate of 146 average. That's something that he might need to work on a little bit. Shade below 20.
Yeah, Tector 17 in game 1 did look good. Got a little bit giddy at the back end of the power play. His partner Ross Adair, who's been a little bit quiet of late, but former professional rugby player deep, he can really strike a clean blow. That 100 against South Africa included 9 sixes and was an outstanding knock. He battered pace and spin alike, but he's got a bit of work to do to recapture that form. Johnny Kennedy in his 18th T20s. This is 19th game, and Aidan Seaver in his 8th. So he's 7 games under the bank for Aidan. And Rowley Black, who's our highly experienced, very well respected umpire, is our 3rd umpire today. It's match 2 of the Spinney Cup. The sun is shining. We're on the same surface, and we've got another sellout crowd to enjoy this wonderful occasion. Arshdeep Singh, left arm, bowled nicely a couple of days ago, picked up 2 for 28. Tector's up and running. I'm a little surprised, Deep, that Arshdeep has chosen to bowl this end just because of the breeze generally was blowing towards the pavilion. So bowling from the far end would have shaped it back to that right-hander.
Yeah, that's a fair call, but I'm not too sure whether it...
Not there, Deep. Not going to play a role there.
Now what a start for Ross Adair. His first scoring shot, a maximum. Then again, this is what we were talking about. You just stand and deliver. Use your bottom hand, that's your strength. But try and look going down the ground.
Down the ground again. What a lusty blow that is from Ross Adair. Don't bother moving around the crease, Adair. Stand still and pump it long. First over, done and dusted. 13 without loss. looking at Ross Adair, we saw him charge down the wicket and play a miss, but the two balls he struck down the ground, he kept it simple. He had a base to hit from.
You're spot on, and something that you were saying off air as well. Just stand still, watch the ball. He's got really good hands, and that's something that he needs to kind of capitalize on. Good hands, good eye-hand coordination. But the moment you start moving,
lovely shot. Very good from Tim Tector, because he gave himself just a little bit of room and it forced Harshit to do something different, and Tector punished him.
That's a wonderful shot. Obviously giving himself some room. It's a low full toss. But the good bit is he didn't try and overhit that. I just looked to time it and find the gap, which he did.
Now then, that should be taken. That is soft. That is really soft. He went deep in his crease. Tim Tector, Harshit Rana learning, dragging his length back. Ireland have lost one.
Really a soft dismissal, this. A bit of a nothing shot. The good length, a good hard length. But then again, trying to over, it's something that we were talking about the previous delivery. Tim Tector goes for 5. Ireland lose their first on 17.
Now that has gone a long, long way up in the air. Oh, what's happening here? What is happening here? They've made an absolute mess of it. Harshit Rana, Ishan Kishan, yours, mine, yours, 4.
That was a very, very tough opportunity. But I thought the keeper should have gone for it. Ishan Kishan should have gone for it. I think that's what Arshdeep is asking as well, because it never looked like he's going to catch that. You can't really catch that with that technique, running backwards, run sideways. Just try and understand, and the wind's always going to take the ball further away from the fielder.
Up and over the offside, no timing. A reprieve. Tilak Varma, and look at the celebration, look at the emotion. Wicket column now, and India know what that means.
Well, that's a rough wicket, isn't it, Niall? And an important one, was looking dangerous, Ross Adair. The good adjustment by Arshdeep was a tad bit fuller the previous over. A back of length, again something that you mentioned before, Niall. Don't move as much as that. Just stand still and let your hands do the rest. And pay the price for it. It's gone back 16 of 7, 21 for 2 Ireland. Runs off late. Oh, gets lucky, gets very lucky. Off the inside edge, gets off the mark.
Sometimes you need a little bit of luck, and Harry Tector has got that. Good length from Arshdeep Singh. Back of a length, a little bit of extra bounce. And Harry Tector will feel he deserves that bit of luck. Sometimes you need a wee bit of luck against a new ball. Didn't do a great deal wrong, truth be told.
And it's a good length and a very...
Pulled away, not quite out of the screws, but may well just trickle into the ropes. It does indeed.
It was in good position to play that shot. Was in that position quite early. And that's what you see in T20 cricket so much with contemporary batters. Not much footwork, just a little foot forward, and then the hands take over.
That's beautifully cut away. That'll race to the boundary. Oh, that's Harry Tector, prime Harry Tector.
Yeah, great shot. Just a little bit of width offered from Arshdeep. Again, similar length, but the angle left arm over, just pushing it across Harry Tector, and Harry Tector climbs into that beautifully. Great weight transfer and watching it right onto the bat. And
Good, use of the feet. This time it's worked away square, and that'll be all the way for 4. Lorcan Tucker into double figures.
yeah, well played by Lorcan Tucker. Just again advancing down the wicket, really using the feet coming down at the ball to try and throw the bowlers off their length, and worked out that time. And Prince Yadav went fuller. Lorcan Tucker's flicked it through vacant square leg, and it's raced away for 4. Again, we spoke about, the captain spoke of adapting to conditions.
Nick's gone. Lorcan Tucker walks. Ishan Kishan takes the catch, and a first T20 international wicket for Prince Yadav. It's the opposition captain, and Ireland 48 for 3.
Yeah, a little tickle through. Ishan Kishan takes the catch. Lorcan Tucker threw his head back in despair, walking off, but smashing that good length again. Easy catch from Ishan Kishan. 3rd wicket falls. Ireland 48 for 3.
Who turns 24 in just a couple of days' time. Makes his way to the crease. 26 not out.
Yeah, you want to play him more like a little swing bowler, especially as a left-hander. Looking to turn it leg side. He's quite leg side dominant, Ben Khalid's. And looking to play it leg side from there, no real foot movement.
An inspiration for us, and he's one of the most inspirational personalities in India for many generations.
Well, we've just witnessed a shot that Sachin Tendulkar would be proud of. It is glorious, it's to the boundary, and with that, thank you very much, Mr. Niraj Singh. And back to you, Niall and Isabel.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dwayne. Thank you, Niraj Singh, for your continued support. Much needed boundary. First boundary for 31 balls. Just rolled his fingers down the left-hand side of the ball there. Shurian Shedgate.
Well, I wonder, did Ben Khalid read it?
Length ball, Hoyt leg side. Has it got enough? Just about enough. Just about enough. The sweeper was interested.
Well, one of the reasons why Ben Khalid has been fast-tracked into this team is because Ireland have a dearth of leg spinners, or left-handers, I should say. And combination, short boundary one side, you've got one batter who can attack no matter what. And it's right at the end of the bat. Key was he went right through with the shot, just about got enough to send it for 6.
Down the ground. Arshdeep. Oh, that's poor. That is poor fielding right in front of the commentary box. Should have caught it. Worst case scenario, should have palmed it back into the field.
Well, full toss, a low one, but Harry Tector gets a good bit of bat on this. Did he just jump a little bit too soon? Maybe came at the angle slightly out of his favour. Well, for Harsh, he could have done better.
Now then, Tector, he's a good slog sweeper. He gets enough of it. It just hung in the air for a while, and I think Tector's heart may have been in his mouth. Just going to check the boundary. I think it just bounced inside the ropes.
There's those pockets. They're long in the pockets. The angle's so tough when you hit right into the corner for the boundary fielders. But you could tell with the sound.
Oh, lucky. The top edge over Ishan Kishan's head. Will take that boundary gladly.
You're going to swing hard. Ben Kalitz was a good length again in line from Prince Yadav in towards the kind of thigh pad area, and he's top edged it. Ishan Kishan just not tall enough, and big momentum for Ireland here. The momentum has shifted as it did on Friday.
This is the 13th over. Oh, nicely bowled.
Well, certainly with Gareth Delaney in form, George Dockrell probably slated to come at 7, who scored 19 off.
You're going at 7.5 Ireland. which is all right because they've got wickets in hand. They've got enough firepower yet to come. So they should be... Hasn't timed it, but Mirov's inside the circle. This is good batting. This is very good batting. Flat batted it for another boundary. The 100 comes up with that.
Yeah, good cricket. Khalid's just backing away a little bit, getting set. Anticipated that Harshad Rana was going to go into the wicket on a straight line. Just created the room for the hands to come through and got excellent connection on it. And it's nearly gone all the way for 6. Great position there. Stable on contact.
Shivam Dube. That's way up, and long enough. Yes, it is. All you can do as a fielder is just watch it sail over your head. Starts the over with a 6.
Smashed it. Dube, little full. Ben Kalitz has loaded up and he's held his right side, a little bit longer. Previous over he was opening up a little bit too quickly. Held his shape beautifully there and straight out of the middle, and the minute he hit it he knew that was 6. Again, Ben Kalitz is on form today.
That should be a wicket. Yes, the partnership is broken. The wicket that India needed of Ben Khalid, who's looking very dangerous. He's played a really good hand here, but he's got to walk back. It's a rough wicket.
Yeah, well bowled. You mentioned long on. The skipper was a little bit straighter. The tactic was to bowl wide of the stumps, keep it away from the hitting zone. Deep third man and deep cover. Ben Kalitz has hit it nicely, but unfortunately straight to Tilak Varman. He's frustrated. He's batted nicely, 37 off 23. Ireland 113 for 4.
Delaney, the new batter in, 113 for 4. Got momentum going for them, Ireland. Gareth Delaney, average of 20, almost 21, a striker of 134. And he's come out to bat in a good situation here. The platform. Gone, first bowler! Change of momentum that India needed. 2 and 2 for Shivam Dube, 2 and 2 for India. And they're back into it.
Absolutely. Caught on the crease. Slightly fuller length. Catching Gareth Delaney on the crease. Little footwork. Hit the top of the stumps, and as you said, momentum shifted again. You can just see, just nip back. Hit one of those cracks we spoke about before the game, deep. Just nipping back off the seam and top of the stumps. Perfect delivery to the new man. Gareth Delaney walks back. First ball, Ireland 113 for 5.
Shivam Dube on hat-trick here. New batter, George Dockrell. Average is 20, striker 130. He's got a couple of 50s. Is more than handy with the bat. Best of 58 not out. Hat-trick delivery.
Absolutely, vastly experienced. Plays the finisher role. Can obviously score very quickly, as we saw on Friday, but can afford here to take, a couple of balls and realise that Ireland still have 2 overs hitting to the short bound.
Harry Tector, that's just over the fielder Arshdeep Singh. It'll race away for 4. Tector into the 40s. As Isabel Joyce slanted alongside. Captain, mentor, fierce competitor in her playing days.
Very clever this from Harry Tector, because he's used what pace there is to lift it over a 45 who's in the ring. Risky stuff bowling that length when you've got that fielder in off the boundary. The fielder's in the deep square, mid-wicket, long on, long off, and cover.
Pressure is a privilege. Smashed down the ground to end 17. Ireland 131 for 5.
Earlier now, it's just raining. It's one of those kinds of days where you feel there's going to be showers around. Those ground staff are going to be worked hard on and off, and probably coming at a bad time for Ireland, truth be told.
So the flags whipping about. There's a big gust of wind that is whipped up. And covers making their way out onto the pitch. Stumped down and covered on the pitch. Umbrellas out for those who brought them along, but I tell you what, if the wind keeps up, we won't see too many umbrellas because they'll be blown away or they'll be blown inside out.
Yeah, it's definitely not the day for that type of outerwear, but the good news is the more wind there is, the quicker the rain will be blown away.
So, momentary suspension in play owing to weather. As things stand, Ireland 132 for 5 through 17.1 overs. Harry Tector is under 6 and over, and the covers came on. But the good news is the batters are back, the covers have come off. Stumps are up, and we're set to continue with 17 balls remaining in the Ireland innings.
Typical Irish weather. We've had all 4 seasons pretty much here in this innings. I'm sure we'll have all 4 again in the second. But like I said, because the wind is so strong, the weather will get pushed on. Probably means we're going to get some more weather as well, because the clouds will keep on getting pushed in. We won't have lost any overs. It was a very short delay.
There's Prince Yadav, a wicket on debut. Could have had 2 as well, but for that very sharp caught and bowled chance when Harry Tector hit a ball straight back to him, and for fast bowlers on the follow-through to try to hold on, particularly difficult. He was very positive. Akshar Patel, the last of the players from India to make his way back onto the pitch. He'll be continuing his over, and he is 1 wicket away from becoming the 4th Indian bowler to take 100 T20 international wickets. Arshdeep Singh remains the Indian record holder when it comes to wickets in T20 international. Jasprit Bumrah and Hardik Pandya, the others. Smashed straight down the ground. Welcome back. George Dockrell goes big.
Well, the evolution of George Dockrell. This is what he's in the team for. So often you can come in at the end, you're supposed to hit big and it doesn't quite come off, but the last couple he's had.
Footwork again, cut away, there's a fielder there and it's comfortably pouched. Dockrell falls for 19, it's very well played. Arshdeep Singh takes another wicket. Akshar Patel with a fine catch. A rough wicket.
Yeah, very good. Good pace, good length as well, because the space was over extra cover or over point, but the length was exactly the one to hit it to Akshar Patel in the deep, who made no mistake. But it's a handy little knock from George Dockrell, 19 from 14.
McCarthy, we're into the bowlers now, but he hits a very long ball when he connects. Straight up. Ishan Kishan makes the call and then has to make a dive to secure it, but does so. Harry Tector goes for 53 with just 2 balls remaining. Ireland 153 for 7.
This is such a brilliantly constructed over from Prince Yadav. Full, then the short one, and then into the pitch. Harry Tector hanging back, expecting the Yorker, can't quite catch up with it. And at the end, well, a little bit of theatrics. Harry Tector goes for a well-made 53. Ireland 153 for 7.
Slow ball again, straight up. Ishan Kishan calls for it, and he's going to have another. Prince Yadav takes 3 on debut, 3 for 22. It's a superb return for a thoroughly deserving player. Ishan Kishan with his 3rd catch of the match as well. Ireland, they end their innings on 154 for 8.
Well, so often bowling the last over is about guessing right. This is an extremely slower ball. Liam McCarthy's strength is into the leg side. He was so worried about running that he almost didn't hit the ball. No Mayo on it this time for Ishan Kishan. But 2 in the over. It's been a brilliant final one from Prince Yadav, and well-deserved return for him.
Well, he showed a full repertoire, Prince Yadav, and he's been congratulated by those around him. And absolutely deserving of plaudits and applause, which he receives very warmly from this capacity crowd here at the ward at Stormont in Belfast. Applauding Yadav as he leaves the field. 3 for 22 on debut. Wonderful performance. And Ireland just beyond the 150 mark. Maybe a little short of where they'd like to be. 154, the mark they posted, which means India will have to chase 155.
Well, India said 140 was about par. 182 was a winning score for Ireland in game one. 154 just about splits the two. Lots of starts. Harry Tector had to battle at the start. A couple of chances survived, and Tector gets to his 9th half century. Callitz was impressive, 37 from 23, and then a handy knock from Dockrell as well to finish things off.
Bowling, only 2 bowlers went wicketless. The debutant Surya.
Yep, the Indian openers got a few runs in the first game. Abhishek Sharma, Sanju Samson, he missed out. Feel a lot more comfortable chasing down this total of 155, these two openers. But against the first few overs are going to be so crucial. I know it's cliched, but the new ball would do something. And Ireland, to get back into this game, need early wickets here, Kev.
Yeah, absolutely. They need to strike early with the new ball in the power play. Sanju Samson, 28 average, a very good strike rate, 156 with 300s. They'll be looking to get the better of Jai Mundra in this game. Jai Mundra's got the ball. A little change of tactics from Ireland, as Abhishek Sharma, superb average, just under 34 at an extremely healthy strike rate of shy of 192.
This is good, isn't it? Jai Mundra got Sanju Samson first ball. Oh, swing, swing, it's a first baller again! Would you believe it? Jai Mundra, first ball to Sanju Samson, who's taken the DRS. It did swing.
Ball tracking coming up, pitching in line, impact in line, wickets hitting. Aidan, stay with your on-field decision of out, stand by. Your on-screen now signal out.
He's gone, Sanju Samson. 2 deliveries to Sanju Samson from Jai Mundra. Twice he's got him out. Lost the wicket, lost the review. No, he doesn't. Oh, that should be another wicket. That's gone way up in the air, and he's taken a blinder. Misjudged it. Another wicket for Jai Mundra, another wicket for Ireland. And that is a rough wicket. Both the Indian openers back in the dugout. And Ireland, he's got a lot to do here. It's a comeback series. That should be 4. Lil to full. And he punishes Shreyas Iyer off the mark.
Yeah, great shot through extra cover.
That's nicely placed, carved it behind point for another boundary. That's what Shreyas Iyer will do if you give him enough room.
Yeah, great batting. Went deep in his crease and slightly outside
as well. That's it, inside edge. That's another wicket. That is Jai Mundra's 3rd. And he's got the Indian skipper, who looks shocked. This is brilliant from Jai Mundra.
A little bit tighter than the previous ball. Length was similar. Looked like he was through the shot early, maybe the slowness off the surface. Ireland won't mind, Jai Mundra won't mind. Shreyas Iyer gone for 10. India 9.
India.
He's been on the mark. Everything he's done seemed to come off, but not on this occasion. Just rode the bounce ever so slightly. All you have to do is beat the fielder at 45, which is exactly what Tilak Pharma's done. Low risk cricket as well, which is exactly what India needs right now.
little bit of shape. Good timing. He just had to withdraw his front leg to get access to the ball. Lovely, lovely bit of balance from Tilak Varma.
Well, early in the game on Friday, we saw a couple of Indian batters get into trouble trying to play too square, but this is perfect. Full face of the bat, slightly angled to get between mid-wicket and mid-on, and the timing is there. Kept Tim Tector interested for a while, but the ball has won the race.
That was brilliant batting. He just had to withdraw in. Well, in the air. Chance at the bowler's end. Chance with a hit. Gone! Wonderful work! Ross Adair! The left-hander from Hollywood, Belfast strikes.
Well, if you're Ishan Kishan, that's a rough wicket, because he was left stranded. Probably could have taken the single. And what was brilliant here was he set himself, took a split second and said, right, I've got a hit right at the top of the stumps. If he was a bowler, he'd be delighted. Ishan Kishan saying there was a one there. Left stranded, absolutely miles out. Kishan goes for 12. India in trouble, 30 in a bad way from an Indian perspective. Pandemonium out here. Akshar Patel, is he the man for the moment? He's plenty of experience.
Second over, he'll be bowling to Akshar Patel. And with that, Aidan Seaver says, no, we're not going to continue. Rain's getting a little heavier, and we are going to march our way off for the second time in this game. It was a rain disruption that perhaps saw Ireland lose momentum in their innings. You can't really argue that India would be losing much momentum here. They're trying to put a partnership together with Tilak Varma and Akshar Patel. Rain coming down a little more heavily now on the ground staff. Former Cormac's ground staff making their way to the middle of this oval as quickly as they can here at the ward at Stormont, as the rain comes down far more heavily now. With the wind about Isabel Joyce, the rain is likely to blow over.
Well, that's what we saw earlier. I don't think it's quite as windy as it was, but there's, looking at the top of the trees, you can see that it probably will blow over. That's the hope for everyone here. And well, top four have not fired here for India today. Partnership building, and an important one between Tilak and Akshar. Nothing to write home about yet, but building a platform.
Joe Mundra was exceptional. Sanju Samson falling first ball to Mundra in both matches of this Spinney Cup series. Mundra 3 for 19, utterly exceptional. And follows on from where he picked off in his...
To go in this game, we haven't lost any overs yet. All the players and the spectators will be hoping that that's the end of the rain for today, but we can't promise anything. For now, the sun is out.
So there's the great pavilion in the background. Lovely ground at the Stormont Estate here in Belfast. India might not be enjoying it quite as much as they would have liked. There's the man of the hour. It's been a remarkable 3 days for Ireland. On Friday, a first ever victory over India in any format with a 34-run win in the first match of the Spinney Cup. Saturday, it was Ireland's women's team that claimed their first ever victory in a T20 Women's World Cup, as they managed to beat West Indies. Now here, a chance of victory again. Harry Tector, maybe just going a little down leg, based solely on Lorcan Tucker's position alone. Bowling to Akshar Patel.
Well, it's like there was never any rain break.
Taken beautifully by Lorcan Tucker, and this partnership broken. Akshar Patel falls for a slower than a runnable 14. Hollard back into the attacking as his first wicket today, player of the match from 2 days ago, and it's a rough wicket.
Well, India looking to play smart cricket, using the pace. Third up inside the ring, struggling for boundaries. Well, Lorcan Tucker, he was up to the task. It came sharply, and that has absolutely stuck in the mitt. The smile was there before he even had to tumble. Partnership broken. Akshar Patel goes for 14. India 74 for 5.
India's that Tilak Varma is still there. He's one of the most destructive batters in world cricket. But the man who's joining him, Shivam Dubey,
Well, I think we've been given our answer. Smashed down the ground. Oh no! No, 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 not good. Well, I've had a mishap against my brother on the park, and Tim...
Drill down the ground, slightly fuller from Harry Tector.
Liam McCarthy short and wide and carved up and over short third. Field did not match the ball.
Yeah, third man up in the ring. Long on, long off.
Big over.
Darted in, lifted high, there's a fielder waiting. Matt Humphreys secures the wicket of Shivam Dube, beautifully taken by George Dockrell, and that might be the moment. There are big batters to come, and Tilak Varma remains the anchor.
India required 12 and over. This is good bowling, again, good use and good knowledge of the dimensions. Banged in shot, long square boundaries, and didn't time it at all. Definitely not as much as they would like to. Dube gone for 20 of 16. India
in this second match of the Spinney Cup. Wider, straight up, the chance for a second wicket for Holland, and to dismiss the very dangerous Tilak Varma, taken by Liam McCarthy. A seventh Indian wicket falls. Ireland will feel they're within reach now of a series victory over the two-time and reigning world champions, 2024 and 2026 world champions, after the inaugural champions as well in 2007.
This is very good cricket from Ireland. Just talking about bowling that wide line to Tilak Varma. He does that, made that necessary changes in the field, and got rewarded for it. That's where you want to bowl to Tilak. Good innings of 55 or 46. He's got to go back 117 for 7 India.
Out. Harshit Rana high. There's a fielder gathering underneath it again. Shedge, Suryan Shedge is out. Tim Tector takes the catch. Calls for 105, and India 121 for 8 with 13 balls remaining.
Again, just using the dimension. That is the longest part of the ground, the deep mid-wicket area. Had a fielder placed there. Yeah, not long enough as far as India is concerned, and Shedge is concerned. On debut, he's got to go for 1 of 5. 1-2-1 for 8 India, in trouble.
Well, power, serious power there from Harshit Rana. He's not giving up. That has gone like a bullet to the boundary.
Yeah, he can hit it.
Heaved leg side. Well, a 4 followed by a 6. As soon as it left the bat, you knew it was going all the way.
It's a bit of a comeback. 4 and then
a full toss. Well, who's underneath it? Tim Tector. The Tectors combine for the 9th wicket. Tim Tector. He's been brilliant in the field. Harry Tector, it's not he would have dreamed it, but he has taken the wicket in a clutch moment. The Tectors have come to the fore.
And also not the...
This man in. So slow down the ground. It's 6, but it's a win for Ireland, the greatest weekend in Irish cricket history. Ireland win by 1 run, a hat-trick of victories in 3 days as Lorcan Tucker begins his reign with a stunning maiden series victory over India.